Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Monday the 29th of November 2021. I'm going to start off today's video with this from news@den.co.uk, and it's Gary Rowett. Comments from him. What's he been saying now? Clean sheet's a problem this season for Millwall boss on that issue and goal scoring. Millwall boss Gary Rowett highlighted the inability to keep clean sheets as hurting Millwall this season. The Lions have 4 shutouts in 20 games compared to 8 at the same point last season. They have scored more than 1 goal in only 3 games, and that led to a maximum points against Blackpool, Stoke City and Sheffield United. Millwall have scored 20 goals in 20 games. That's an improvement of 3 goals after the same number of matches last season, and the Lions are 10th now compared to 16th then. But Rowett knows the team's strength is being solid defensively and then adding that attacking threat. We're the sort of side that we have to keep clean sheets at the moment. We're not, Rowett said. We've not scored enough goals, we know that, but we have created a lot of opportunities. We have to have that solid base. The difference between winning a game or drawing a game is whether we take our chances, and it should be as simple as that. What we don't want to do today is make the game really open and start to concede lots of chances as well, because then you just become an average team in my opinion. Rowett picked a more attacking 4-2-3-1 formation away from home. It was if there was a hangover after the impressive 1-1 draw against AFC Bournemouth the previous Wednesday. Rowett said you always worry about that a little bit, which is why I went with more attacking players, because I just felt we might need that extra body and extra energy up there. But that only works when you get that moment of quality and you take them. If you don't, you're going to have to leave yourself a little bit more open and more vulnerable defensively. While we coped with it, and more often than not, I felt a couple of times our shape wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be, but we want to try and win games. We haven't done that. We've got to work out the reasons why and try and improve. Well, what I would say to that is one thing is practice makes perfect. If we're not used to attacking like that, the players aren't, they haven't done it for a while, they're not just going to take to it like a duck to water. They need the reps. Now, when you've got a game on Wednesday and then you've got a game on Saturday, they didn't have any training sessions, maybe one. How are they going to get the reps in training to play the way that you wanted to set them up against Hull? You should have just kept it how you played it before. Well, maybe keep it the same as the Bournemouth game. Seriously, don't change anything, and just do the same thing again. We're trying to go all out guns blazing on the second game in 4 days. Like, that's why are you doing that? That really makes no sense. But what do I know? I'm not a football manager. Moving on now to the Loanwatch of the weekend games. So this is the one from news@den.co.uk. Millwall Loanwatch. Defenders' unbeaten run ends plus Lion loanees meet in National League. Alex Mitchell's unbeaten run finally came to an end in his 16th game this season as Leyton Orient lost 1-0 away to Northampton on Saturday. Sam Hoskins scored the only goal 4 minutes from half-time as Mitchell, who played in Millwall's 3-1 win over Cambridge United in August, was on the defeated side for the first time since Bromley lost 3-2 to Hartlepool in the National League playoffs last season. That's impressive. Kenny Jackets Orient are 8th in League 2 and host MK Dons in the EFL Trophy on Tuesday. Also in the 4th tier, Sutton United are up to 6th after their 1-0 win at home to Barrow in the battle of the last 2 National League winners. David Ijabe's goal in the 16th minute gave Matt Gray's side all 3 points. Lions forward Isaac Alofi played 78 minutes up front for the South Londoners. Sutton are at home to Stevenage in the EFL Trophy on Tuesday. It was 2 Lions defenders were in opposition in National League at the weekend. Junior Tenz's Dover Athletic were heading for a first league win of the season after TJ Bramwell's second-minute goal. But Yeovil, with Dan Moss at right back, denied them a first victory at the 17th attempt when Adi Youssef equalised with 13 minutes left. Dover are bottom on -8 points. The Glovers are 11th. Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker, because especially for me, because that was in my treble, or my ACCA of the weekend. I had Sutton, and I had Yeovil, and I had someone else, and the Yeovil result not coming in against Dover sunk the whole thing, so not good. Yeovil are away at Wrexham in the league on Tuesday night before Dover hosts the Welsh side next Saturday. Goalkeeper Ryan Sanford missed the Maidstone United 6-5 penalty shootout win at home to Billericay Town in the second round of the FA Trophy. Sanford was out through injury. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sanford's replacement, Tom Hadler, made the decisive save when he denied Michael Chambers to send Hakin Haretin's side through. Maidstone's next league game is at home to Dartford on December the 11th. December the 11th, that's a long way away. Also in the FA Trophy, defender Halfpenny was in Welling United's side as they lost 3-2 away to Hungerford Town. Welling host Eastbourne Borough in National League South next Saturday. Meanwhile, Hayden Muller wasn't involved in St Johnstone's 2-1 defeat at home to Hibernian in the Scottish Premiership. Yeah, he wasn't even on the bench. He's just been left out, which is weird. It is weird. And we've got the Loanwatch from the official site here, millfc.co.uk. They basically just go through what we already said. But they have the upcoming fixtures that you can see here. So the games we've already mentioned on Tuesday: Sutton in the Papa John's Trophy, Alex Mitchell in the Papa John's Trophy. There you go. Maidstone United versus Dartford on Saturday the 11th. That's a way away. I imagine that's probably the reason why if he is injured, they haven't sent Ryan Sanford back. If he's got a couple of weeks to get fit and get ready for that game. But there's your loanees. Interesting stuff there. So we've got this. So over the weekend, the shirt auction deadline passed and the bids went through, and we got this story from millfc.co.uk today. Millwall fans raise a further £7,342 for the Royal British Legion match-worn shirt auction total, and that was the total money raised from the auction of the shirts. And that's going to get added to the £19,318 that got raised just through the buckets and through the sale of specialised items in the club shop. So it's now over £26,000. So very impressive. So let's have a look at the shirts and see what went. So the biggest one was Jed Wallace on £830, then Jake Cooper, then Danny McNamara, then Ryan Leonard, then Danny Ballard, Billy Mitchell, Bart Biakowski, Malone, Afobe, Murray Wallace, Mason Bennett, Matt Smith, Saville, Ojo, George Long, Kifton Beld, and Alex Pearce, and that one went for £230, which is probably round about. I was looking at maybe bidding for one of these, and that would have been the kind of money that I could realistically spend on a shirt like this, 200 quid. And that was the just over for the Alex Pearce's one. That was a match issued one. So there you go. But So a lot of money raised there for the Royal British Legion, £7,342. So well done to everyone who bid, everyone who put into the buckets, collecting buckets, anyone who was involved. Well done, everyone. So moving on now to this. This is also from millfc.co.uk. So they've put this up. So it says attend legendary Millwall goalkeeper Bryan King's book signing, available in the Lions Centre. So Bryan King, Mill's record-breaking goalkeeper of the 1960s and 70s, will be available to sign books at the Lions Centre in Ballina Road on Tuesday the 7th of December at 6 p.m. Afterwards, in the Lions Centre at 7:30 p.m, Jeff Burnage will host Brian and Steve Brown in a Q&A session on the 71-72 season, 50 years on. Audience participation will be welcome, and the show will be broadcast at a later date. So what do you mean by that? I think, are they filming it for the Wall Talk? You know, they do the podcast, Mill do their own podcast now, called Wall Talk. It's available now. I think it's only available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Maybe it's for that, I don't know, maybe it's something else. It says, if you would like to be a member of the audience, please email that email address there to secure a seat for the show. Attendees will receive a free copy of Brian's biography, and entry will be gained by a note donation towards the Millwall Community Trust. What does that mean? Entry will be gained, so it's not really free, is it? I think they want you to, so you've got to pay at least £5. I'm guessing you need to. Yeah, you have to make a donation, but it says a note donation, so not 50 pence. That's the way they've worded it. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? To be honest, yeah. So they want you to give them a note of a pounds note to get into this event, but they're going to give you a free book. Yeah, it's still not bad. So if you give them, like, I would say, what, 20 quid, 10 quid. Don't miss this great event. Seating is limited, and each email request will be restricted to 2 named individuals. Head of the above, Brian will be signing books once again at a Lions Shop kiosk near Harry's Bar on Saturday the 4th of December when the Lions play Birmingham City. Brian will be in the kiosk before and after the game, and if you haven't got his book yet, there are copies to buy too. So there you go. He's really pushing this book. Now, this is before my time, but this was, apparently he was really, really good goalkeeper. The best, probably. There was Stepney before him, but he left. He went on to bigger and better things. So, but Bryan King was there when we had that massive home record of not being defeated. That was like a record until quite recently. I think we had the record. So yeah, Christmas is coming up. If you're there's an idea there. There's something there. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. There you go. Speaking of books, Millwall FC are promoting this book as well. So this is a Mill's Who's Who, a complete record of every player to represent Millwall Football Club, available to buy now, and it's priced at $19.99. And what it does, it's like little mini biographies of every single player to play for Millwall Football Club, and it's pretty comprehensive. I mean, It's, you can buy it on Amazon. If you go on Amazon, go to look inside that feature, you can see what kind of thing it is, and it's pretty as a reference book, it's primo, it's fucking top notch. So if that's your kind of thing that you're interested in, or like I said, Christmas is coming up, what are you gonna buy someone who's a Millwall fan? This would be a pretty good book, to be honest with you. So there you go. Thought I'd share that with you as well. And I already told you about this earlier. So the FA Youth Cup details have been confirmed, but we've got this also from millfc.co.uk today. They're very busy today, very busy. I think they're trying to gloss over the defeat. Usually when we have a defeat, they put out a bunch of stories to try and move everything along so people will stop mulling over the poor defeat that we just suffered. So I think that's what that's going on here. So Mill under 18s will travel to Sheffield United in the FA Youth Cup third round on Wednesday 15th of December, kick-off 7 PM. Yeah, I told you that, didn't I? Yeah. Larry McAvoy and Chris Perry's side will begin their journey at Bramall Lane in the hope of emulating the side which reached the quarterfinals in 2019-20. Now this is a new bit of information. Tickets will be available to purchase on the gate in Yorkshire, priced at £3 adults and £1 concessions. Now that's a bargain. I mean, everything's cheaper up north, isn't it? £3, not bad. So if you're up that way, Wednesday the 15th of December, I think, is that like 2 days before schools break up, I believe. I'm not too sure. So there you go. Is that up your alley? There you go, £3 adults and £1 concessions. And also, I haven't brought it up, I haven't got a story up here, but the under 23s are playing tomorrow. They're playing at Mills training ground, I believe, and it's, who are they playing? They are playing Bristol City. So they're playing Bristol City, and it's going to be live tweeted. There's no entry to people, I believe. Yeah, so I'll bring you the result of that in tomorrow's video. Let's hope it's a win. So there you go. That is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.